My name's Chris Molinar, and in this video today we are talking about the pros and cons of joining a real estate team. Now I can say that with over 122 people in my organization here now in eXp Realty, I have seen agents join real estate teams, I've seen agents leave real estate teams, and when you're getting started in this business, you need to know the pros and the cons so that you can realize what fits best for your business specifically. I have many team leaders within my group that are doing well with it and teammates that are doing well with it. And I've also seen a really cool hybrid sort of take place within my group. But let's start right from the top. One of the pros to joining a real estate team is the fact that you have access to resources that you might not have access to otherwise. Meaning some of the marketing materials that are already created from that team in terms of systems, value proposition, listing presentations, etc. It's going to be more done for you day one when you join that real estate team, as well as some of the technology that they use within their own CRM system, as an example, with a large leads database, etc. And then most teams also offer administrative support. So if you don't want to focus on doing paperwork and you don't want to hire your own staff person, then that can be a really great way for you to be a customer service representative doing real estate activities and isolating those activities by themselves. Number two, the second benefit to joining a real estate team is the mentorship that you are going to get as a result of joining a team. When you join a team, your team lead is going to be incentivized to help you grow your business, and it's different than having a coach. It's different than having a mentor that you can reach out to when you need them. A real estate team lead is going to be very invested in your success, and they're going to be taking you through step by step of every single transaction. Most importantly, the first few transactions that you are a part of, and you are going to get a lot more job shadowing in this process. And because you're paying a split to your team lead, you're essentially buying experience. And because they're with you every step of the way, this can be an invaluable resource for you when you're getting started in real estate. When you're on a team as well, there's a good chance that they are going to offer you a great plethora of training and education, because as a team lead, if I have teammates that I want to put to work, I am directly compensated on a split in order to make sure that they are as successful as they could possibly be. So not only are they going to give you training and education, but they are incentivized to follow through and keep you accountable to make sure that you are as educated and trained as you can possibly be, so that when you go out in the marketplace, you're doing your job properly. Because if you're part of this team, you are representing the team lead, and they need to make sure that you're doing the best job possible when you're out in the public. As well, you're going to see a lot of collaboration within a team. You're going to see people sharing ideas. You're going to see a lot of really great synergy. You're going to see people sharing tasks, working on strengths and weaknesses, depending on one person being better at one thing than another. And as well, if one person can't make it to this activity, this person will fill in, and people pick up right where the next person left off, which is a great benefit. One of the cons to joining a real estate team is you don't have as much independence. When you join a team, you have certain rules that you need to follow. You have different procedures that you need to follow. You have different ways of doing things that the team lead essentially tells you that is your job, that is your role, this is what you're allowed to do, and this is what you're not allowed to do within your role on the team. Essentially, my view of joining a team is kind of like the employee mindset of being a real estate agent, which can be okay when you get started, but I always recommend, if you start on a team and you are ambitious at all, make sure that you set a goal for when you want to go out on your own, because if you are ambitious, you most definitely will outgrow that team. And I've seen it happen where it does become very comfortable, and it's really easy to get stuck in that rut of being on a team if you are capable and you are wanting to do more with your real estate career at some point. Of course, as well, one of the cons is the fact that you have to share your commission. Make sure that you figure out exactly what you are paying to the team lead and to the brokerage. Don't forget, yes, you're paying a split to the team lead, but depending on which brokerage you work for, there's a lot of additional cost to the brokerage. And what am I exactly getting for this value exchange? You might say, this is a great team, they have a great reputation, they have a large team, I should be able to fit. But when you look at the big picture, what are you specifically getting, and are you going to benefit greatly from the money you're paying on a split? There might be potential conflicts if you join a real estate team, not to mention people butting heads in terms of personality clashes. But are you a leader or are you a follower naturally? Are you an independent thinker? Are you self-motivated? And if it is a large real estate team, how are you going to identify who gets the best leads? As an example, I've seen it happen many times where I'm not getting enough leads, you promised me this, and I'm getting that, etc., and on it goes. So you're always best to be as clear and upfront as possible for what is expected of you and what you expect if you're joining a team. You might have limited networking opportunities as well if you are on a team. Many teams essentially provide leads for you, and because you only have so much time in a day, you are dedicating your time towards servicing and promoting and building and growing their business, not your own. When you provide customer service to a client on a team, in most cases, when you're done with that client, you're done. The client goes back into the database for the team, and that team lead continues to nurture that client until the next transaction. So you're not building your own network. And does it really make best sense for you to do your own lead generation on your own spare time if you have to bring it back into the team and pay a split to the team lead? You're essentially building their brand and working within their brand instead of building your own. One of the advantages to becoming a solo agent is the fact that you are your own boss. But I also do often sometimes say that one of the disadvantages to being a solo real estate agent as an independent contractor is the fact that you are your own boss. It's the best of things and the worst of things. So you need to ask yourself, am I self-motivated, or do I benefit from being accountable to somebody? And if I need to be resourceful and create that for myself, how can I make sure that I have somebody that helps me stay accountable? You might want to ask yourself questions like, how many people do I know? Do I have a large network? Do I have previous sales experience? Do I have the confidence and the motivation to make things happen no matter what in real estate? And if so, you're probably best set to become a solo agent. Of course, as a solo agent, you get to keep all of your commissions. Now, when you're talking to a team lead, they might also say, if you're not confident enough that you're going to be able to make it in this business, then 100% of zero sales is, of course, zero. My personal belief, I built my business originally as a solo agent, but I have seen so many agents come in and benefit greatly from working on a team and buying experience. But I've also seen, like I'd said before, agents getting stuck in that rut. I've seen people butt heads. I've seen all kinds of things, which is the reason why I want to share this video with you today. When you are a solo agent, you have all the flexibility in the world to build your own personal brand. And when you go out on social media and build your own network, you are building your own business for your long-term future. And again, you do now have unlimited networking opportunities, but you need to make sure that you know what you're doing. Learning how to generate leads is probably the most valuable skill in the real estate business. When you join a team, that's usually the one skill that they don't teach you. Yes, you learn how to follow up with leads that they have generated, but you don't learn how to build a business from scratch. And learning Sales 101, which is essentially prospecting, is solving the biggest problem in real estate, which is, where is my next client coming from? When you learn that skill, that is transferable to anything that you do in any career for the rest of your life. Now, as a solo agent, you might also have limited resources. So you need to be independent and you need to be resourceful. And no matter what real estate company you work for, yes, the company may or may not have resources available to you. Some companies are better than others when it comes to that. But if you truly are resourceful, it really doesn't matter what company you work for. You will meet the right people, you will ask the right questions, you will find the right mentor, you will find the right tools and resources online, on your own, and you will make them work for you. You will find the quickest, easiest way for the path of least resistance. You will find people that have already done what it is that you're setting out to do, and you will build accountability within your own day-to-day network. And lastly, if you are a solo agent, make sure that you find at least a couple few buddy agents to help you not only stay accountable, but it becomes lonely sometimes in the real estate business. They say that entrepreneurship is lonely, and if you truly are successful, people say it is lonely at the top, so we all need a buddy real estate friend. And of course, if you make good money and you want to go on vacation, if you want to take time off or spend time with family, then you need somebody to help you support your business and your transactions and your real estate deals. And on one of the next videos, I'm going to share with you the advantages to eventually go through the next step in your business, which is hiring your own staff people and eventually building your own real estate team. So stay tuned for that. I will see you in this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for being here today.